Our hike today is the Lake Massif Trail. It's a roughly little under 2 mile hike out and back with a little over 500 feet elevation gain. To get there, go out Apache Trail out of Apache Junction and right past the Cannon Lake Vista overlook. There's a curve there. There's where you can park your vehicle and start the trailhead. And it's March 9th, 2025. It's 50 degrees out. We're going to do the Cannon Massif Trail. We're going to climb up onto that mountain and overlook Cannon Lake. And we're right off of Apache Trail. So the first part of the trail is an access road. I guess it'd be Forest Road 1822. I guess that's 1822 trail. It is quite a steep climb there. There's Cannon Lake there. That's pretty. Hoping to get up there for sunrise, but probably ain't gonna make it. Yeah, there's some loose rock. You gotta be careful. Make sure you have a hiking pole. I think this road was probably to service the power lines that come off the dam. So now the road's getting kind of steep here. So Apache Trail is a pretty popular, if you can hear the Corvette going around the curves. It's a pretty windy mountain road, scenic. Every time we're out here on weekends, you see the sports cars running in the curves. You can hear the cactus wrens. Pretty hearing the birds early in the morning. That's a cactus wren. Prickly pear cactus. Chihuahua cactus. Desert coyote. The power lines are from the dam on the other side of the mountain here. That's the dam for Cannon Lake. And it's a steady climb here, pretty steep. You hear that Corvette ripping through the curves down there. Another sports car racing around the curves. So you can see there's a lot of rocks. They're easy to slip on, so the hiking pole is a must. So we're going to eventually be all the way up at the top of that plateau up there. So we got a lot of climbing yet to do. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Getting a little colder up here too. The wind's picked up. Oh, there's Weaver's Needle over there. You can hear the cars racing through the canyon. Oh yeah, somebody left an arrow.
Oh.
Gotta. That way, Bonnie. Now the path goes down to a narrow hiking path.
It's going to be hard coming down.
Yeah. And a little steep here. You wouldn't want to go over backward, would you?
No.
Ooh. We had a lot of loose rocks. Looks like we go up through that saddle there. We want to do this when it's warm out. Looks like a nice hiding spot for rattlesnakes. The camera doesn't do justice on showing how steep it is. That's a pretty view down there.
Far back in there.
We're almost to the top. Now you gotta climb over this rock. It'll be windy once we get up there.
Yeah.
And we're almost to the top. Oh boy, there's still more to go. That's the dam there. Four Peaks is in the background. It's in the shadow right now, but it's all covered with snow. First snow that we've seen this winter. Weaver's Needle over that way. Well, I thought we were at the top, but it just keeps on going.
This is the Mormon Flat Dam. It was started construction in 1923, so it's over 100 years old, and it does produce electricity.
Getting windy up here. Are we at the top yet?
I think this is it.
And there's a car way down there. You can see the curvy mountain road, the patchy trail. And it's windy up here on the top. It's a pretty shot of Weaver's Needle over there.
This is a Chihuahua cactus. Gorgeous view of the lake as you get closer to the cliff edge.
Looks like a good camping spot.
And it was very windy up there. Didn't want to get too close to the edge.
A little windy up here. Probably can't hear it because of the wind, but you can hear the motorcycles racing through the curves. So this is Cannon Lake. There's a marina down there. So it took us about an hour and 10 minutes to get to the point here, and that was resting along the way. I don't want to get too close to the edge. It's about straight down. So that's Four Peaks over there. Unfortunately, we're on the shadow side right now, but that's all covered with snow. You can just barely see some of the white. So our mileage to this point here is 0.9 miles. So the round trip is 1.8 miles. And we're gonna head back down. Go all the way down there to the curve where our truck is parked. A lot of cactus up here on the top. You gotta watch where you're walking. So this point here is actually the highest. It's over 515 feet elevation gain. And now we'll be heading down. And if you can see it, but that's an Octio cactus. Got some blooms on it. And there's a neat shot of the dam. A lot of water, holding a lot of water back. Okay, now we're heading down. This will probably be the hard part because a lot of loose gravel. So it is a little tougher coming down than going up because there's a lot of loose rocks and gravel.
And you don't want to grab a cactus.
Yeah, Bonnie says you don't want to grab a cactus. And I wouldn't want to do it in the hotter temps. I don't know if there'd be rattlesnakes up here or not, but there sure is a lot of crevices and places to hide. So this is a Chihuahua cactus. Sometimes they refer to it as a jumping Chihuahua because it almost seems like
Here's a little one that jumped off.
Yeah, here's how they jump off or fall off. It almost acts like they jump off and stick to you, and they're really hard to get out. And here's an example of what the skeleton looks like inside. This is a dead Chihuahua. I've used it for knife displays. Jewelers use them for jewelry display. And we made it down to the service road, so now we'll follow the service road all the way back down to where our car's parked. But this is steep, so you still need a hiking pole because it's pretty loose rock. Whoa! Well, yes, it's slippery. The camera doesn't show how steep it is. So it's hard to believe we just came from that high point over there. Like I say, the service roads may be harder than that trail because there's bigger rocks, more loose rocks here, steeper in some places. We're just about down to the truck. And we made it back to the truck. Yeah, it's a big popular place on the weekends for motorcycles and sports cars. So we did it says we did 2 miles, probably because all the walking around we did up there, and elevation gain of 548 feet total.
To recap our hike today, we started out at the service road for the power plant power lines, worked our way up elevation-wise up to the plateau, overseeing the dam, got out the end there and a beautiful view of Lake Cannon, and turned around and worked our way back down to the parking lot. Did a little over, just under 2 miles, elevation gain a little over 500 feet.